is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Newton on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run forward. The 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Dancing to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2, Luck. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Slide, Luck, you bastard.
Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Oh, we set it to that drill.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Block. Oh, he didn't block it.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down.
Oh,
throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a pick. Why would you do that? That's literally a pick. Why did you
this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton.
Let's go!
Adams,
Danny!
Turn this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL.
All right,
and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
After the interception, it's Luck.
Oh, you're so original. What are you doing? Luck, please.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver.
What the hell?
2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Let's go, Mexico!
Pitching it out to McCaffrey.
Why would you come back?
He'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
That doesn't make sense. Why would you come back to block
Davis,
instead of
Gordon hits the
going
Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Monday, 53.
Throwing his line. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To right. 11
Play action. It's locked. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw to the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
Face mask.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle. And he'll go
Why didn't
down
you
the middle
jump?
before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, Cam got
for the end zone. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
11 Z. Check out. 70.
Now it's locked. Now a hit and lock.
Oh my God! Come
and his
on.
guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All these years
Okay,
we've been
for you?
watching the game, I'm starting to get the sense
Like,
that whenever
what are you-
it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and
It's
carry
cool.
it.
Whatever,
They're extremely
whatever.
resentful about that weather.
Cool, McCaffrey.
I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he doesn't quite make it.
That was
Taking
Kyle
it with
Van
an
Noy on the
eyelash.
field and
Dropped
nickel.
at the 1.
That doesn't make
That
sense.
one goes for 24 yards.
Like, we literally have safeties for this type of thing. Are you not going to press? Any sense? Okay, I guess not.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Now he
Fucking
fakes his
goodness,
way
man.
into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Are you? Okay.
This will be taken short.
Oh my goodness.
A nice little juke. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Protect my damn
Ball up
quarterback.
to the 35
What the hell is
now
wrong?
as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's locked. And Stills over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Luck on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again is Locke.
Oh,
Down he goes. Luck
that's
is
tough.
sacked.
That's real tough. Oh, my God, because that's a
2 minutes to
touchdown.
play in a
That's a
tightly
touchdown.
contested
Wow.
first half.
Good
Back
fucking
to
shit.
CenturyLink Field after this. Throwing on third down. Luck being chased out left.
He got some dive. Oh,
Touchdown,
I don't have a ball.
Jordan Reed, his third touchdown now on the year. And the
That's why you don't
Seahawks
have
are
3
able to
touchdowns.
strike for 6.
Oh,
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again.
oh, you gotta
Caught by Adams.
come up
And
on
they work
that
this
play.
run upfield
Like,
across
why
the
didn't you step
45.
up?
23 yards on the play.
Maybe I got
Newton
it.
now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Newton. Flush to his right.
Thank you.
Picked off around the 41. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Steps away to his left.
That was a pick.
Going deep here for Stills.
Oh, Kenny Stills.
And that one
I thought
falls
she was AB.
incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color.
Oh, my God. Stop it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come
That's
back
what
in
I'm
the
saying,
second
bro.
half. Managing
Like,
risk is a big decision here.
And now before this
we
first
know
down
how to
play,
stop
we're going to get a
that.
timeout here.
But I know you're
As
not
it'll
going to
come with
throw it.
36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, you lucky he didn't put them feet down.
Intercepted, but he will be
I fuck with it,
out of
Carlton.
bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Out to his left.
Yo, what the
Going
f-
down,
oh, my
man, it's
goodness.
caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
I was Asian or something. We
So we've come
literally
upon
already
halftime here in week 17
confused.
as we send you cross country. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Get it shot, Will.
This
What
one
the fuck are you
fielded at
doing?
the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
5, 6, 7, 4. Check out. 40.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this one's
What?
incomplete.
So they
What
look
the
like maybe his
hell?
third or his
What are
fourth
you
read on
doing?
his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Love. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
Oh, come on, McCaffrey.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
I saw that video.
A huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be corralled across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton.
See, this is exactly what I was
pattern here complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead
Cut it up.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
That block's it, but
a 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run.
Oh, killing me.
This down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Newton now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton.
Look at you! Oh, my goodness. Tough. You're on the outside of him instead of just jumping the road.
And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Now it's Newton. And that is caught.
Oh, my God.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
T right. One day, 53.
From the gun, here's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the
of course,
McCaffrey. He goes down right there.
Wow, what a...
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. To throw on second down is Love. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and get this run game going.
Again. Okay. All right. Okay.
He's got a convoy,
whatever.
and he might be gone.
This shit is ass.
Touchdown,
Nobody's
Washington.
making cuts like that. Come on.
Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On on 1st and 10. Locke. And he's going to be taken
Let
down.
the ball
Sacked
go.
back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This
Not even
offensive
bringing
line
pressure
flat
like
out
that.
cannot
You
handle
just
this
won't let
pass
the
rush.
ball.
It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Locke. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Still through an opening, and there he goes.
Off the bruised shoulder, McCaffrey came back in.
Score, touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Luck.
Where you? Oh, why didn't you go in?
Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still,
Kill him.
as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Ah, that's true. You've said that before. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get in. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back now in Seattle, Washington. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about
Literally
the 40.
pinching the line
It's
right
a pickup
there.
of 6 and good enough
Come
to move
on,
the chains.
like,
Charles, you'd said the magic
Yeah,
number
man,
was
let 'em
probably
do
right
that.
around
There's
20
no
for
point in
this
doing
defense
any
because they're
adjustment.
facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for. And
Again, not in your zone. What are you doing? Get the fuck off this shit.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Hey, come
And
on,
that one
dog.
results in 35
Constant.
yards.
That's the only thing that, like, come on.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley.
Of course, the blocking's perfect, even though we're on aggressive pass rush.
The 5. Another big
Stop
hitter there.
it,
This
bro.
one good for
Just stop
18.
it.
Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team, because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Hit that field goal.
Absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And out now come the Seahawks.
You're right.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Locke. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down.
That's a face mask, coach.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Locke. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Forced out to his left. Out to the left here to Reed. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw, Locke. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding, oh my God. We ain't held all game, and this is what we do. All right.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Love. This will be caught at about the 6. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw.
Move! Oh my God!
He opted to go with a scramble. Gets
You
2
fucking
yards,
idiot!
and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback.
You don't ever try to block nobody after you get beat, but that time you want to do
a short gain.
Fucking useless.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh my God.
And they get
That's not even what I wanted
much
to
on the
fucking
return
say.
here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either.
Defensive
This is
lineman
a
wanted
great
to
play
fucking
here
run
defensively,
into.
Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
This is Barkley, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go to Barkley again.
Oh my fucking...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40.
This game is so
20,
fucking ass.
10,
I swear to God.
Touchdown, Washington. Saquon
Nobody's
Barkley
bouncing
with
off
his
of a running back,
touchdown
running right into
number
him.
15
Like, that's so
on the
crazy.
year. And the Redskins are
Saquon
gonna
is
add
not
on
made
to
of
their
fucking
lead.
vibranium, my nigga. That's crazy.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the
Fucking
extra
Madden,
point
that's it.
winds up
I'll
successful.
tell you. Greatest game ever.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him.
That's exactly what that's exactly what I'm talking about. But you ran into me when I fucking was wide open to running for the touchdown. That's crazy. That's wild.
Now Luck. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh my
The
God.
positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the
Can't
time.
allow somebody
make a play
to
on
come
the
back
fullback.
and
But
do
in this
that.
case,
That's
making
so
a play on the
stupid.
man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Luck. He's going to let it fly.
Who the fuck do you be throwing
This
to?
is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up
Fucking
by
trash
Tremaine
ass nigga,
Johnson.
let's go.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right?
What the hell,
so-called
Luck?
good guys didn't
Who
get
are
a
you
call.
throwing that
They feel like
to?
It's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Oh,
fucking God. Fuck. What are you doing? It's a 4-man rush. It's 5 of y'all. Come on, dog. You're not about to sit here and tell me I can't block one person. And of course, Because why not? Why wouldn't he drop it? Why? Why wouldn't he drop the ball?
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment. But
Man coverage.
That was going to be a
Niggas is
tough
doing
catch
all
all
of
the way
this.
because of the presence of the defense
crazy.
right there.
That's
as
wild.
He was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Luck now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh my
and
fucking
incomplete.
goodness,
A disappointing drop
and
there
man
defensively by
coverage.
the rookie. And now 4th down.
Fucking crazy.
This
This is a great game.
To the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got
Niggas
the
are
lead,
beat,
fourth
but
quarter.
somehow
Maybe
you can
expect
recover
more
10
passes
yards
like
back.
that
That's
downfield.
crazy. It's almost
All
like
right,
a
they're gonna
bullet
try and
pass. It's
keep
not a bullet
hope alive
pass.
here
That's
on
wild.
4th down. They're going for it.
Fucking trash ass shit.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Of course, Jordan Reed going full. Because why wouldn't Jordan? Man, good
And
night.
that should do it.
Good night, Madden.
Picked off
Good
inside
night.
the
I don't
10.
even want to be in this
Both
league. This
defenses
is
have had their
ass.
struggles, but they've
This
been
is
good
garbage.
enough to get
This
them
is
this
literally
lead
some of the
and
worst
nice
shit I've
play
ever
there to
seen.
preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch counter punch.
This is
hasn't
all
it?
90s and
Throughout.
above,
This
just
time,
doing
the big
dumb
swing
shit.
was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Saquon bounced off 2 tackles, and both of those were fucking 50 or 70-yard runs. Like, that's
As a
crazy.
defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run
This
game.
game don't know how to
you know those
fucking balance
defensive ends
it,
are
man.
like in a
That's so
square
stupid.
stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
I can see if
That was good
Saquon
recognition
was
on that play to hold
trucking
them to a
people,
game.
then yeah. But people are literally bouncing off of this man. He had 259 fucking yards. Off 3 runs that were 70 plus. That's crazy. That wasn't a good game. Don't good game me, bro.
But when I saw
That wasn't a good game.